So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How you doing? Come on in. I got some space here. Just me and you in the studio. Why not? Huh? Passion and purpose. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The passion or the purpose? What is that? It's the place that I spend my life and have ever since I was about 16 years old, wondering why things are the way they are. So I studied a lot. We're going to talk about that a little bit today and how to use passion and purpose and passion, not meaning of life, because I think that's different than purpose. In fact, I know it is. It's not my responsibility to understand the meaning of life. It's God's. Not my pay grade. But today, passion and purpose and how you can make sense of that. Actually, a definition for you today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day in the studio. Man, it's a good week. Biketoberfest is coming here to the Daytona Beach area. If you're coming down by chance and you happen to be listening to this podcast while you journey down to Daytona Beach, send me a note. My Road King's in the garage and it's ready to get out there and have a little bit of fun. It's good to have you today. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the Chief Motivating Officer here at motivationtomove.com. I have received a couple of emails saying, Scott, I know you talk fast. You have always talked fast. I have won fast talking contest before, hitting nearly 400 words a minute. Something I'm proud of, but it doesn't work in everyday life. So I'm trying. I will slow down for you if I can. People have said, Scott, on the video, you've started to talk faster. Probably nerves, being uncomfortable in the studio, I would think. But I will just lean on the ask forgiveness thing. Give me a chance. I'll slow this thing down for you, okay? So real fast before we jump into today's show, you're going to like this because we're going to give you a definition you probably haven't heard about passion and purpose and my feelings about which one comes first and some ideas about how you can go get it. And we'll be digging into this a whole lot here in the very near future. But for now, just I want you to get my Scott Logic email. Just go to motivationtomove.com. My Perfect Week Planner, all the stuff you want is there as well. But go to motivationtomove.com. Sign up for Scott Logic. It's a daily email. It's short. It's quick. It's got a nugget you're going to use. Hopefully I can make you smile. And you're going to find value in it. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe anytime. But it's brand new. It's only a couple days old now. Second day. So just go get it. motivationtomove.com. So let's talk about this thing called purpose and passion and how to use it to make a better life. From when I was very, very young, I have been drawn to this thing called passion and living a passionate life, no matter what it gets in the way. Now, when I was young, and actually up until just a few years ago, if you tried to research passion anywhere, it was romantic passion. That's what you would find all over the place. It's all anybody ever talked about. And in the past 10, 15, 20 years, it's changed a bit to represent something different these days. But I always saw it that way. And my late wife used to say, do what makes your heart sing. And I wrote on that for a long time. In fact, I still do today. I like to do what makes my heart sing. Now, I learned another lesson along the way I can share with you that sometimes when I'm doing exactly what makes my heart sing, in other words, have you ever done this? Have you ever done what you really love to do? I'm in the moment, I'm doing it. This is fantastic. And you're like, man, my heart ain't singing right now. It's screaming in agony because what I get myself in. Has that ever happened to you? You're doing exactly what you love. Okay, I live here near the water, and we have a lot of people that own boats in the water. And their love is to be a boatie, to have a boat and to go boatying. And yet, have you ever seen them at the launch ramp? Particularly if it's a husband and wife at the launch ramp, either launching or de-launching. Never thought about what we call that. I love it. I'm doing what makes my heart sing, but you can't tell from a distance from the screaming and yelling. It's weird how that works. So anyway, I've always had a solid purpose in life of wanting to not only live within my passion zone, but also help others do the same thing. And it can really be challenging to do it 100% of the time, as I just said. But isn't that the point of passion and purpose? Isn't it something that you just kind of do? It just kind of arrives. It's there.
This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
A lot of people go in search of their passion. Let me stop for 1 second here. I'm going to give you something right now, if I may. And this is working purposes today, just for you. I'm going to give you your purpose right now. So as you're thinking about your purpose in life, and you can't figure it out, I've been saying this for 25 years now. Your purpose is to find your purpose. I know, it's a little common sense. But if you don't have one today, just write that down. My purpose is to find my purpose. And I have some theory on that. They don't actually find it. It actually finds you, that you actually run into it, that it's out there waiting for you, and you just kind of bump into it. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but your purpose is to find your purpose. If you don't know what it is specifically, you can start there, and that will give you one. That's a true purpose, isn't it? If you already have a purpose, like my purpose is to drink beer at 5:30 on a Friday afternoon, great. Don't worry about mine. You've got one. All of us need to kind of have that, I think. But let me define what passion and purpose is. Now, I personally believe, after watching so many people do it and living it myself, that passion arrives before purpose does. And as I mentioned briefly yesterday and a little bit earlier on today's show, that none of this has to do with meaning. So if you're confusing meaning and purpose, I separate the two. I actually don't try to go to meaning. I believe you already understand the meaning of what is going on in your life. You may be confused, but I think you intrinsically kind of know what that is. And I also think that was created from a higher authority. I don't have that pay grade. So, but purpose, I think, was something given to our free will and giving us the ability to define and find that purpose in our life. So, but I think it leads with passion. Action, right? Action creates behaviors. Behaviors create experiences. Experiences create identity. So it makes sense to me. It leads that way in everything I've ever done in my life and all the people I've ever coached. It's always led by what their action was. Usually it was the action that got them into trouble. Passion's funny. Goes two ways, doesn't it? As I say, it can be harmonious or it can be obsessive. Harmonious, good stuff. Obsession, bad stuff. But let's give you the definition of it. That's deeper than I want to go today. A passion is defined as, I have to read this to get the words right, a strong inclination toward an activity that you like, find important, and in which you invest your time and energy. Right? You like it. You're inclined to do it. It's important for you to do. Important more than liking, frankly. If I look at that phrase right now, I'm thinking like is fantastic, but actually what it is, actually the word like was not in there. I put it in my head. Important is so important in the passion world. So when you find something you're inclined to find very important and you're willing to invest your time and energy, you are in your passion. My guess is you're already there right now. Did you choose it? Probably not. Why? Because like I said, we usually run into it. Sometimes it's a job, sometimes it's a person, but it can be chosen. And depending on where you are in life, if you're in this passion gap, this place where you realize one day you don't have it, what do I do? Then you start to choose. You start investigating. You start exploring the possibilities to find it. So once we get passion, once we're moving in a direction, our activities, the things we do every single day are getting us in the direction that we want to go, then where do we go? Well, we start to find our purpose. If I'm going to be out here doing this anyway, I might as well do some good, right? You ever said that to yourself? What is purpose? I'm going to read this, so maybe I'll get it right this time. Purpose is defined as a stable and generalized intention to accomplish something personally meaningful and, at the same time, leads to productive engagement with some aspect of the world beyond self. Probably the most important part right at the end. The world beyond self. Now, this definition that I just gave you and the one about passion too are really kind of uniformly agreed upon these days. Again, it's something that is very subjective, but a lot of smart people have come together to come up with those definitions. They agree upon them. That's why I gave them to you. But notice on the purpose part of it, it's defined as a bit of having an impact on the world beyond self. Bit of a legacy, bit of impact, that kind of thing. That's your purpose in life. Now, some people are born with that. There's no doubt about it. I think I can question that too. I can think they're born with it, but when they get old enough to figure out that they are actually a person, did a teacher give it to them? Did a parent give them to them? How did that happen? Or were they born with it? I don't know. I haven't thought that through a whole lot yet. As I've always said, if you don't know your purpose is to find your purpose. So what is the best way to find your purpose if we're going to go after that? I think I gave you a clue at the beginning of the program today. Follow your actions. Follow what you're interested in. Follow what your passion is. Follow where you naturally spend your time. And yes, it may be some of you think, how could this be my purpose in life as I spend my time fill in the blank? And yet, that is where you spend your time. That is where you invest the most precious commodity to have, your time. You put your focus there, and therefore it must be somewhat purposeful for you. Changeable? You better believe it is. So your purpose in life is to find your purpose. I want you to go out today and explore the possibilities. In other words, bump into your passions. Go find them. Find what gets your attention. And once you find that little breadcrumb that gets your attention, then follow it along a little bit and see where it takes you. And if it doesn't fire you up, then find something else, which is something you're currently doing anyway. I just now made it official for you. Okay. Coming up tomorrow, why you should set impossible goals. Some Benjamin Hardy work got me off on this one, and I will explain it to you a little bit tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. In the meantime, Scott Logic email is available. Go to motivation2move.com, all spelled out, and get your copy. If you love it, great. Happy to do it for you. I'm really enjoying doing it. If not, happy to allow you to unsubscribe, and no worries. Who cares? Also, come see me at Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. So you'll find me. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.